Hyrox. A grueling fitness competition that's quickly becoming the battleground for some of the fittest athletes on the planet, with 8 1-kilometer runs, each followed by a punishing functional workout, like sled pushes, burpee broad jumps, and sandbag lunges. It demands a rare combination of strength, stamina, and mental toughness. And guess who's thriving in this arena? CrossFit athletes. Names like Tia-Clair and James Sprague crush Hyrox events, win world titles, and set records. But what makes CrossFit athletes so good at Hyrox? Let's take a closer look. First, let's talk about James Sprague, a name that's making waves in CrossFit. He just claimed the title of the fittest man on earth. But is he really? His journey began in 2016, inspired by his father, a CrossFit Games Masters athlete. As a teen, he twice competed at the Games.
I saw what my dad was doing with the sport, and it's something that inspired me and encouraged me.
Finishing 4th in 2017 and 5th in 2019. Fast forward a few years, and Sprague clawed his way into the elite division, barely missing a Games spot in 2022 before finally qualifying in 2023. But nobody saw his 2024 victory coming. Out of over 3,500 people who played the fantasy CrossFit app Heat 1, not a single one picked him to win, not even himself. Yet, against all odds, Sprague took the title. But was he truly the fittest on Earth? The results suggest otherwise. The best predictor of success this year was a workout that involved 1,000 box step-ups for time, a grueling 45-minute endurance challenge. There were no muscle-ups, thrusters, or heavy lifts. This was unusual. In past years, the workouts that best predicted the winners were more balanced, testing strength, speed, and skill along with endurance. This year, the programming seemed to favor one type of athlete. Then came the tragedy that changed everything. A competitor, Lazar Dukic, passed away during the first event. The reigning champion, Jeff Adler, withdrew from the competition. Other athletes also dropped out, while many who stayed struggled emotionally. The mood of the Games was unlike anything seen before. Some athletes openly admitted that their focus was gone. In moments of exhaustion, instead of pushing harder, they questioned why they were even competing. This is where the argument for Sprague gets complicated. Many say he won because of his mental strength and resilience. But this wasn't a normal year. The ability to stay focused under these conditions was not the same as pushing through a tough competition in a regular year. The emotional toll of the tragedy affected athletes in different ways. Some had close bonds with Lazar, while others barely knew him. This uneven impact made it impossible to say that everyone competed under the same conditions. In past years, the CrossFit Games have always been about finding the most well-rounded athlete, the one who excels in strength, endurance, skill, and strategy. This year, the test seemed imbalanced. The workouts leaned more toward endurance. The emotional weight of the weekend influenced performances. The best predictor of success was a single long workout, unlike anything seen before. James Sprague is the 2024 CrossFit Games champion. That is a fact, and it can't be denied. Next is Tia-Clair. For years, Tia-Clair Toomey was the queen of CrossFit.
Unprecedented path she's been on for the last 5 years.
She won 6 CrossFit Games titles in a row, setting a record no one else has matched. Her strength, endurance, and determination made her one of the greatest athletes in the sport's history. But in a surprising turn, Tia announced she was leaving CrossFit to compete in Hyrox, a growing fitness competition focused on endurance. But what made Hyrox the next big challenge for her? Well, Tia's journey in CrossFit was nothing short of legendary. She first appeared at the CrossFit Games in 2015 and kept improving every year. By 2017, she had won her first championship. After that, no one could stop her. She dominated every competition, proving she was the strongest, fastest, and most well-rounded athlete in the sport. However, staying on top came with challenges. Competing at an elite level, year after year, took a toll on her body and mind. After the 2022 season, she took a break to focus on her pregnancy. Many fans wondered if she would return to CrossFit. Instead, she shocked the fitness world by rejoining CrossFit and winning the title again in 2024. And then in December 2024, she joined Hyrox. It is often called the World Series of Fitness. Unlike CrossFit, which includes a mix of weightlifting, gymnastics, and endurance, Hyrox focuses mainly on stamina. The competition consists of 8 fitness stations, each followed by a 1-kilometer run. It's simple, but extremely challenging. For Tia, Hyrox offered a fresh challenge. In interviews, she shared how the structure of Hyrox intrigued her. Instead of mastering complex skills, the competition is about pushing your endurance to the limit. Tia didn't enter Hyrox just to try it out. She came to compete. In her first event, she showed why she is one of the best athletes in the world. Many expected her to struggle with the longer running segments, but she adapted quickly. She performed exceptionally well and placed high in the rankings. Her transition to Hyrox proved one thing: great athletes don't fear change. Instead of relying on past success, she accepted a new challenge and adjusted her training accordingly. With the help of her coach and husband, Shane Orr, she fine-tuned her workouts to focus more on endurance and pacing. Tia's move to Hyrox is a big moment for the fitness world. Physical fitness fans worldwide recognize her popularity, making her participation an opportunity to raise the profile of this activity. More people are now curious about Hyrox, wondering how it compares to CrossFit and if it could become the next big thing. Her transition also raises an interesting question. Will more athletes follow her lead? Could we see a future where CrossFit and Hyrox become equally popular? But Tia's journey proves that fitness is always evolving. Athletes don't have to stay in one sport forever, and growth potential develops through willing self-challenge beyond your safe territory and trying unfamiliar activities. Now, coming to our next athlete, Jay Crouch. Jay Crouch is one of Australia's top CrossFit athletes, known for his strong performances in international competitions. His journey started at just 13 years old when his father introduced him to CrossFit. Over the years, he has proven himself as a dedicated and consistent competitor. He has competed in 6 CrossFit Games with some impressive finishes: 22nd in 21, 28th in 22, 8th in 23, and 12th in 24. His success isn't limited to the Games. During 2023, he secured victory in the Oceania semifinal before earning 3rd place at 2024. The worldwide rankings indicate his success in the CrossFit Open with a 13th position in 2023 and 3rd position in 2024. Jay trains at Reebok CrossFit Frankston in Australia, where he continuously pushes his limits. He also stays active on social media, sharing training insights, competition updates, and glimpses into his journey. His transformation from an early CrossFit student into a leading sports star shows his exceptional commitment and love for the sport. Recently, Jay has expanded his competitive journey by stepping into Hyrox, a fitness racing event focused on endurance and strength. Partnering with fellow Australian athlete Maddie Sturt, he entered the mixed doubles division, which brings his CrossFit skills to this new challenge. Their first Hyrox event was in Melbourne in December 2024. They completed the race in 59 minutes and 36 seconds, finishing 15th overall and 9th in their age group out of 436 competitors. Not content with that result, Jay and Maddie worked on improving their performance. In their next event, Hyrox Brisbane in 2025, they cut their time down to 57 minutes and placed 10th in their division. Jay now participates in Hyrox events to demonstrate his continued motivation for endurance testing. His athletic abilities extend further than CrossFit because he actively seeks different challenges to demonstrate his potential through new experiences. By lifting heavy, racing through endurance challenges, or pushing himself in a new sport, Jay Crouch continues to show what it means to be a top-tier competitor. The takeover of Hyrox by CrossFit athletes serves as no surprise because their training curriculum prepares them to handle any random challenge. These physical and mental characteristics fit them perfectly for participating in this demanding challenge. James Sprague, Tia-Clair Toomey, and Jay Crouch have all shown that top athletes don't just stick to one sport. They push themselves to new limits, try new things, and keep improving. With more CrossFit athletes stepping into Hyrox, is this the future of fitness competitions? Maybe, because these athletes are setting new standards for what it means to be truly fit.